Hello everyone and welcome to MyGameTarget's playthrough of the Arkham Asylum game, and this will be the official video to reboot the MyGameTarget franchise, which I unfortunately have had to do because of a number of reasons. One, I lost all my data for Scott Pilgrim and God of War, so I cannot finish them because it would take me too long of time, and I do not have that sort of time to use up. But I've decided to do the Arkham Asylum and Arkham City games to celebrate the fact that the next game, Arkham Origins, is coming out quite soon. And I love these games because of the fact that they bring back sort of what really society has eventually dulled down, which was the complete dark, dirty horribleness of the Batman series and Batman comics and all of them, because normally we're used to now hyped up, yay Batman, he's like bloody as cheesy as Get Out, George Clooney, you are a monster for doing this. And basically I love these games because they do bring back the old the proper Dark Knight, as well as the fact I do like the Dark Knight trilogy, which is the Christian Bale stuff, which is a movie instead of a game. Anyway, because they all do the right thing with Batman. They make him dark, they make him dangerous, they make the characters dangerous and scary, like they should be. And this game, I can't wait to introduce some newcomers too, who liked the look of the Arkham Origins game and thought, I think I'll have a look at the old games, and any newcomers who want to get back into the swing of the old ways. So I hope you enjoy this, and I'll leave you to it, and I'll be back shortly.
Hey, Sharpie. Love what you've done with the place.
That's Walden Shop to you. Bowles!
Yo, Frankie! How's the wife and kids? You miss me?
Shut it, clown!
A lot of people here really want to talk to you.
Really? I don't mind walking. Not so tight, boys. You'll crease the suit.
Get that filthy degenerate out of here!
Warden, something's not right. I'm going with him.
Is Commissioner Gordon here?
Yes, sir. He's waiting for you down at patient handover. Got here just before you did.
Sharpie loves his cameras. Hey, Sharpie, you getting my good side? Ah, but heck, they're all good, aren't they?
I won't have sent Jones doing this time.
Look at all this new security.
How's a guy supposed to break out of here?
New patient in the intensive treatment lobby. All non-essential staff to vacate the area.
Oh, it's always nice to return to my sweet little...
What I wondered most about the Arkham games is the fact that there are so many faults with the Arkham Asylum staff and their equipment and just everything. Staff, crew, guards. I mean, the fact that the guy standing right next to me is a baddie who obviously is a questionable character because he drinks and he's not exactly the greatest guard in the world. I mean, he just threatened a patient, even though it is the Joker, but he did just threaten a patient, and it turns out he is a baddie. So they don't do security checks on their staff in a super criminal prison for mentally insane people. And the fact that all of their equipment seems to be really ineffective against everything. I mean, unaffected against everything that they imprison. I mean, they have the Joker who has been able to infiltrate and place in effect all of his men from Blackgate Prison, has been able to put himself in there purposefully, and then has been able to get his girlfriend to go in there so that she can take over the maximum security part of the prison, the maximum security bit, so the most highly secure place in the entire of Arkham Asylum, and she's been able to take it over single-handedly. And the fact that all these men are carrying around these big machine guns with bulletproof armour. The Arkham Asylum inmates haven't even got armour on, and they were able to, in the short time that the Joker was free, within 5 minutes, they took over the entire island with just guns, and that's it. No backup, just themselves. When the security guards of Arkham Asylum have got guns, body armor, weapons, security systems, which somehow get taken over within seconds, and they could call for backup off of the main island. And I mean, I know the Joker threatens to bomb everywhere if they try to get on the island, but that was like in the space of a couple minutes between taking over the island and the news getting out that it had been taken over. So they could have sent for someone. So, and the fact that they are keeping a deadly creature like the Croc underground in the most unsecure way imaginable, and they only have a shot collar to protect themselves and to keep him secure. That's it. I would have a lot more than that if I was trying to keep back a freaking massive giant mutant. And the fact that all the others, like Poison Ivy, like Two-Face, like Clayface, I mean, how can you be so inefficient against a prison for the completely super ability people and insane people that could destroy half of Gotham at the flick of their hand? So why? Gotham must be the most unable place on this planet. I know it's not real, but it must be the most unable to do anything effectively, and they just keep it so that the only person that can actually do anything about it is Batman, which is insane, because it's just one man against everyone, and he has to deal with the ineffectiveness of everyone else. And I thought that really there'd be some kind of provision when the Joker tries to get out, because he tries to choke a guard when it's in a maximum security part of the area. I thought the doctors would be armed with even a taser, and a taser would drop him like a sack of potatoes, really, and then end of game. I know it makes it not interesting, that bit, but there are some holes at the start of the game, and I hope it didn't ruin it for anyone who wanted to have a look at it and wanted to get it, because it is a good game if you want to get into the style of this sort of classic. It's just the fact that that obviously everyone in Gotham is a complete incompetent fool apart from Batman. In reality, anyone that's a good guy in Gotham is a moron apart from Batman. This becomes very obvious because most of the guards either get knocked unconscious, killed, or beaten 7 bells out of in the first 5 minutes, and then they just disappear for about the next 5 hours worth of gameplay. But it's a good game if you want to get into the classics, if you want to learn a bit more about Batman as well, because there's quite a big intel log of the characters you can collect from it, the ideas that you can get from it. It's good for that. I like it for that, because it gives a lot of information that I didn't know about Batman at first. But it is a good game to actually play, as in play instead of read, because it obviously brings that new kind of style that's not really new, that old style of Batman being dark and gritty and scary at points, that we've kind of lost touch in, really, as a society in a way. Obviously, this is a bit redundant saying that, because there's been an Arkham City game, there's now Arkham City, and there's soon going to be Arkham Origins, but it does say do exactly that. So I shall continue on, and I'm sorry that I've been talking over a lot of the main plot.
Joker's loose. Alert the warden.
Hurry! We're losing him The joke's on you. Ta-da! Honey, I'm home.
Come on in.
Welcome to the madhouse, Batman! I set a trap, and you sprang it gloriously! Now let's get this party started. Ladies and maniacs, I apologize for this interruption to your regular entertainment. A few seconds ago, I was going to kill everyone in the room with a bunch of cartoons. And then, well, you know how I feel. Wrong, a captive audience. I'm just warming you up, Bats. Fresh from Blackgate Correctional Facility, with a combined sentence of 750 years. Ding, 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 ding. It's round 2. Sorry, Bats. Gotta run. I got places to go. Evil's is today.
I'm gonna pulverize you!
There's some jam. We're stuck in here. Joker's in full control of the security gates.
I'll find a way out. Gordon, try and contact the warden. Let him know what's happened. I'll be back.
Don't make promises you can't keep, Bats. I'm in control of the asylum. You're not going anywhere I don't want you to. Understand?
If you think I'll let you run...
Always with the hero speed. Ooh, I'm getting bored of watching you. Why don't you just come find me?
Of course I know it's a trap, but I'm Batman. I'll beat it. Blech. Anyway, I don't know why I did that. I should really do that. Or should I? Should I do the entire of this playthrough in a Batman voice? Or will that permanently damage my throat and voice box? God, how on earth did Christian Bale and the Dark Knight trilogy, how is he not, like, incapable of doing any other voice now apart from the Batman voice? He must have been doing those lines as Batman about 1,000 times over. That must have destroyed his throat. I'm surprised, if Batman was real as the Dark Knight idea, that he wasn't, like, shooting down strepsils like Tic Tacs. I'm really surprised that he wasn't. But yeah, as you saw a minute ago in the fight scene area and right round this corner, that the Batman Arkham series of games brought about a new type of fighting style, which was a free flow motion, which incorporated everything that a fight would vary in, with the amount of people that were involved, who was involved, how big the enemies were, if there were variables in the size of enemies as well as the amount of them as well. And it also incorporated things like weapons that were used against you, like the person with the knives, or the riot shield, or a piece of lead pipe. It was all used to make this Batman unstoppable in a way, with abilities to defeat his enemies, and it made him faster and quicker and stronger than the rest. And it makes the gamer concentrate even more about what he's doing in the fight, because instead of going away punching the living daylights out of the controller like most games you eventually resort to, instead it gave you concentration and making sure that you did the right thing at the right time, otherwise you'd fail. Because eventually in this game, as I get to the further parts of the game, you have to compete with a lot of variables, and those require a completely different set of techniques to deal with than just a normal hit the living daylights out of them. But yeah, that was basically the best thing, apart from the fact it's Batman and it was a good dark version of Batman that worked well. And even though the story of the entire of Batman, that's the one thing about Batman that I have lost it with, is the fact that everyone in Gotham must be a complete incompetent moron, that they let these things happen over and over again. And I'm sorry that I'm talking through this, but oh well. You can see the subtitles, you can read it yourself. That's why I put them on. But yeah, this game is really good for what it is, and that is being a dark version of a proper Batman story. It's a classic Batman story. I mean, it would make sense because Joker, Asylum, release. Jesus, I've only just done the Batman voice once and I've already got a sore throat. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Blah. So yeah, I'll let you enjoy the rest of this without me talking as much. Maybe.
Keep people away.
How do you know?
I know him.
The room's locked down. I can't open the gate. We're trapped in here.
Try the radio. Control should be able to shut down the gate.
Harley thinks she has me trapped in this chamber. She never was very bright.
Hey, Batman found a way out. He just ripped the bin off the wall.
Batman, I'm patching you into the guard radio feed.
Steve!
Quite easily, it seems, because of the fact that even Batman is able to rip off a vent and crawl through it. I mean, Joker could have just escaped using the vents. He didn't need to bring this elaborate plan into motion. He could have just exited via the front freaking door. I mean, the fact that all the doors open without any passcodes or anything to anyone. Batman can walk through this place, and he's supposed to be bad for Gotham. He's not supposed to be. He's supposed to be arrested, and you're letting him walk through here. What there? Silly people. But anyway, I'm gonna stop having a rant at the stupidness of Gothamites and everyone who lives in Gotham, because they're all idiots, obviously. And I hope that no city on this earth is ever gonna be like it, because otherwise we are so freaking screwed.
Please help me!
You're gonna be fine. Stay here.
Batman's here! Just hold on a little longer, Steve. I can't! I'm gonna fall!
I'm going after the animal who did this.
Batman! The extraction system! Steve was trying to get to the control panel at the end.
I believe he left me here. That son of a...
Attention. Air purity is now at normal levels.
What are you waiting for? I'm so close. You can almost taste it.
There's no escape, Joker. I will find you.
Oh, I'm counting on it. Just not yet. He's a big one.
So we're coming up now to the final part of my episode 1 of the Arkham Asylum playthrough, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do playing these games, because I like the Batman Arkham games. They were really good in how they were made, the graphics used, the storyline, the developments in storyline, everything really I enjoyed a lot, and the fact that I'm a massive Batman fan for a long time. I've been a massive Batman fan. But really, what I enjoyed more is the fact that I like this. I like playing this game more than I liked playing the Scott Pilgrim and the God of War Ascension games, because eventually they became boring to me. I mean, Scott Pilgrim was a cheesy, arcade game that people just liked because of the fact that they liked the movie, and the God of War Ascension game I liked, but it became almost like most of the games that the God of War manufacturers make, and it was a bit too long-winded in reality, and it could have done with a lot more action than puzzle making, and I hate puzzle making. They're so silly sometimes, and they're sometimes not necessary to put one every 5 minutes. But I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. This will probably take up most of my time. Well, it will take up most of my time, quite honestly, most of this month, because I'll have Arkham Asylum, then Arkham City, then Arkham Origins to deal with. So I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did, and I will see you next time on MyGameTarget. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Ciao.
No!
Knock me off! I dare you. End this! Pull the plug! Stop me once and for all! Oh, you're getting too predictable, Bats. Well, I'd love to stay and chat, but I have a party to organize. I've got guests flying in from all over Arkham. You'll see.